Hi there, I'm Grace. Welcome to my channel where I talk about positive messages to help you when you need a boost. The other day I was out with my best friend. We're going to call her Bestie J. She's a bit shy. I wish I could have her on here, but I don't think she ever will. So I keep a picture of her handy just to have her feel like she's with me. The other day we ended up at the big box store, the one where you go in for a few basic things, but you end up with um, a laptop, a heated toilet seat, seasonal decorations, nothing on your list, and $200 to $300 less than when you went in. We all know that one, that store. So we were standing there in front of the toilet paper pallets that were skyscraper high, and she was deciding which one to buy, and I said to her, well, which one do you like? And she says, well, I like that one, but it's a couple of bucks more. So I said to her, well, we're in our 60s. If we can't buy the good toilet paper, the one that we want, what are we waiting for? You got to keep your hiney happy, I said to her. So we had a good laugh over that, like two old goats do in a store, and carried on. But I said to her, there's a blog article. I'm going to go home and write that right now. So I've come up with, out of that article, I've come up with quite a few things that we should be giving up in our 60s, or that I have given up in my 60s. The first one is that I don't give a rat's rear end what other people think of me anymore. Um, if I want to take the garbage out in my nightshirt and a coat, then that's what I do. Um, I've spent way too much time worrying about what other people think about me, the neighbors or anybody else. So it's just a colossal waste of time to do that. So do your own thing and be you. The second one is doing social things just because I'm expected to. And as an introvert, this one is a tough one for me. Over the years, I've done a lot of things that have just caused me unbearable, crippling anxiety at times. And I think you just get to a point, I say 60 seemed to 50, 60 seemed to be the point for me that I thought, no, I can't do it anymore. It's not worth my mental and emotional health to do things that make me that uncomfortable. So, which leads me to my next one, is that I don't feel guilty about saying no anymore. And just a tip that when you do say no, make sure you don't leave it open ended. For example, if you, an open ended would be, no, I don't think so, maybe not, that kind of thing. Just say it like it is. No, thanks, I don't care to do that. And leave it. I can't do that today. And leave it like that. End of story, no room for discussion. And that over the years has helped me quite a bit. And my next thing I've stopped doing, and I feel guilty about this because I used to do this in my 20s, is that I've stopped judging other women for how they choose to age. If you want to wear wild colored clothes, go for it. If you want to wear only muted colors, go for it. If you want red, yellow, green in your hair, or let your hair go gray, that's all up to you. Everybody does age differently. Wear makeup, don't wear makeup. It's up to you. Just know that you have to do you as you. There was this saying back in the 60s, live and let live, man. And I think we need more of that. It translates to live your own life and mind your own business. So my next one is that I no longer take my health for granted. As long as I've got legs that work, I will walk. And as long as I've got bendy parts that bend, I will bend over and pick things up. I did 7, 8 bags of leaves last week. Great exercise. And muscles. I drag my groceries in a bag at a time. And you really have to look after your health. And don't forget your mental health. Do the crossword puzzles, do the word search, do whatever, new hobbies, learn some new things, start a YouTube channel for something to do. Just keep the mind active. You really need to look after both the body and the mind at the same time. My next one is that I stopped rushing around and worrying so much. And of course, this one's a work in progress for an overthinker. But if I'm out rushing around and I miss my turn, I just let it go. I said, well, so what? So I turn around, go back, do it again. And worrying, there's just really no sense worrying. It's such a waste of time. Um, I've really learned to stop and catch myself. It just, as the saying goes, it steals today's joy while you start worrying about the past. Um, just slow down and give yourself a break sometimes. And my next one is that I no longer deal with one sided friendships. And by this, I mean girlfriends. Um, I've learned that if you're not feeling heard or if you're feeling used, um, and if you can't work it out between the two of you, then maybe it's time just to let that one go. Um, just a really quick example. A few years ago, I was friends with a woman, and she knew I had anxiety issues. I was working full time. Stress was off the charts, and I got an email from her that blasted me for not talking to her. So like I say, she knew I had anxiety, and I had told her that I'd have to wait a bit to chat because I can't deal with a whole lot on my plate. Yet she sent that. So I cut that one. I nipped that one in the bud, and that was it. So I say, if you're feeling used or unheard and you can't work it out, then just let it go. Um, do it for your own mental health, if nothing else. And the next one is that I quit being hard on myself. I think a lot of people can relate to this one. So, with my megaphone, I'm just going to read this one off. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. Stop beating yourself up for mistakes. Learn and try again. Do you do what you can? Stop comparing yourself to others. You are worthy just as you are. And the next one, this one's really quick because it's to the point. I don't procrastinate anymore. If there's something that I want to do, I go ahead and do it. Life is short, and life is even shorter when you're on this side of the hill of life. Do what you want to do before you end up on the other side of the grass. And my last thing to stop is to quit thinking that I shouldn't treat myself. And that's where Bestie J's toilet paper comes back into play. Buy the good toilet paper, buy the good coffee, buy the good chocolate. Treat yourself. Treat yourself for accomplishing goals, or treat yourself because you made it through to the end of the week. Some days are long and hard, and that makes the weeks long and hard. So treat yourself once in a while. Don't go into debt and end up living in a box for treating yourself. Our last days, we don't need to be living in a box on the side of the street because we spent too much. But do treat yourself, and always remember that you're worth it. And with that, that's it for my list of things that I've quit in my 60s. Um, Please comment down below what you have stopped doing in your 60s or your later years. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thanks. Bye bye.